Hi, this is going to explain what the students will be able to do during the Reporter in the Field activity. The students will demonstrate their understanding of plate movement and how that causes natural forces such as earthquakes. And with that knowledge, the student will be able to demonstrate this understanding by participating in an activity that includes students portraying themselves as reporter in the field. Students will participate by one of the following roles in their group. There will be a director, a reporter who is responsible for interviewing victims, and victims, which are individuals who have experienced the event. Students will be able to use specific vocabulary and content that we have learned. Provided in the wiki is resources and also a PowerPoint that we had covered in class. Students will be graded on their participation and a checklist that is also included on the wiki. Students' prior knowledge consists of the following bulleted items. They should already know that Earth consists of many layers, and they should know the 4 layers that that's composed of. Earth layers are relative brittle layers called the lithosphere, and beneath that lithosphere is the portion of the mantle. And the asthenosphere, in which solid rock actually flows, although this flow is relatively slow, usually about 2 or 3 centimeters per year. There are also 3 different types of fault: normal, reverse, and strike slip. Students will be responsible for knowing which type of fault occurred. Earthquakes occur at plate boundaries and along fault lines. And also below that is a list of earthquake vocabulary review terms that the students should be familiar with, which include fault, stress, epicenter, focus and hypocenter, and seismograph and seismic waves. Students will use this handout here on the screen, which is Reporter in the Field handout. Before they begin filming, they are responsible for including these 4 items. The student will briefly have a brief description of how an earthquake occurs, the type of earthquake, whether they're talking about Richter scale or Mercalli scale, and they will also have to use all 5 senses to write about their experience. That includes hearing, vision, smell, touch, their experience using all the 5 senses. Number 4, it says different precautionary methods that can be taken. Evacuation. This part includes what would you do if you were in an earthquake, or what would you do to protect yourself if you were in an earthquake. Students will be assessed by formally a completion of a checklist, which is included in the wiki, and students will also be informally assessed by group participation.